What's up, everybody? One in the chat if you can hear me. What's up, y'all? One in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. What up, Cam? What's the deal, bro? That's what's up. That's what's up. Where you at this time? You still in Arizona fighting the fires, yo? What's up with you now? What you doing? Still fighting them fires out there? So now, like I said yesterday, right, yo? Now the news trying to make an excuse. Oh, that's what's up there. Getting a little break, I hear you. Now the news making excuses for this dude, yo. Right? Now the news talk about, oh, he come from a broken home, he was bullied, and all this other shit, which goes back to what I was saying yesterday, yo. You gotta teach your kids, yo, to be able to face adversity. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to teach your kids to face adversity. You gotta teach your kids to punch the bully in the mouth. Right? I don't give a fuck what they say, yo. What up, Super Carlo? I don't care what they say, yo. Evil is evil, period. You know what I mean? You know, I told y'all yesterday, he's gonna try to avoid some bail because he quote unquote POC and all this other shit. It don't matter, yo. He a piece of shit. He evil. Evil people do evil shit, period. You don't need an excuse for that shit. Anybody that can do that stuff, the shit that kid did, what's the toll now? 22 did? That's some evil shit. Anybody, what's up, AG? Anybody that can do that shit got a screw loose, period, full stop. They trying to make it seem like, you know, oh, he had these problems and this is what led to it. Nah. Like I said yesterday, I'm pretty sure this kid was a piece of shit before this all happened. Now they trying to put him in with the Rainbow Coalition. You know what I mean? The alphabet people. You know, now he in there, I'm sure they're gonna start trying to get into the mind of the let's get into the mind of this young man or whatever they're gonna do. You know what I mean? It's just it's ridiculous, yo. But fuck that kid. We gotta protect our babies. We gotta protect our children when they go to school, right? We gotta have a game plan. We gotta have, you know, our kids gotta know what to do in that situation. You know, I know schools, they do their little active shooter shit, but you gotta have a one-on-one talk with your kids, right? You gotta have a one-on-one talk with your children. You know, hey, this is happened. This could be a possibility, right? In this situation, this is what you need to do. You know, teach your kids situational awareness. Teach your kids how to look for the exits when they're at places. You know, teach your kids to look for like hiding spots in case of scenarios, shit like that. I'm not saying to make your kid paranoid, but make your kids situationally aware. You know what I mean? You know, this world ain't all sunshine and rainbows, man. And they would like for you to think that shit. But that's not the case. So part of protecting your kids is giving them the raw truth about shit, about how life works. You know what I mean? Giving them that raw truth. This is how life works. This shit happened, and I want you to be safe. I want you, wherever you, no matter where you go, always look for exits. Always look for hiding spots. Always look for a place where you could be safe should you need to hunker down. You gotta do that for your kids. You know what I mean? What's up, Natasha? Happy you can join us. You know? Because that shit's sad, man. 19 babies lost their life. Three adults lost their life to this lunatic. You know? Now, could this be a Treadstone a bit? Of course it could be. Especially because of the kind of firepower he had. Like I said, I ain't broke, but I ain't paying $2,500 for no rifle. You know? That's expensive. But we gotta protect our kids, man. You know, like I said yesterday, you got soft body armor that you can put in their backpacks. It don't cost a lot. You know, level 3-8 armor that's light, that goes in their backpacks and to protect them. You know, go up to your school, your kids' schools, get involved. If you see they don't got school resource officers, or there's no officer on duty at their school, advocate for that shit. Advocate for that shit. You can't go to one Baltimore City public school here in Baltimore and not see a police officer. You can't go to one Baltimore County public school and not see an officer. Hell, my kids' school, when I go get them, that shit on lockdown. All doors locked. You gotta get buzzed into the school. That's how that shit work here. You know what I mean? But you gotta have these conversations with your children. See what's going on in there, you know, in school and shit like that. What happened to those kids yesterday in Texas was sad. It's tragic. It should have never happened. You know? I was watching a dude yesterday, and he was just about on the same lines that I was on. He was saying you know, hire some veterans to guard the schools, and that's what I said. You know, you do it through the police department. You know, these vets that's coming home that need work, make them school resource officers. Put them through the academy, sworn officers, but make them school resource officers. Why not? You know, allow teachers to carry. You know, put your teacher, if you want your teacher to go to some rigorous course, okay, put them through a summer course on concealed carry and rifle tactics and handgun tactics through the police department. What's wrong with that? You know, for the teachers that want to do it. You know, if you don't want all the teachers to carry, okay, then require your system administrators, require your school administrators to carry. Require them to carry a gun. What up, Jay? Like I said yesterday, you notice that in these Democratic strongholds, these liberal strongholds, where these gun laws are really strict, you know, these so-called mass shootings happen out in the open anywhere, right? Sacramento, you got Brooklyn, the Brooklyn subway shooter, right? You got that shit, right? But when you got shit like what happened yesterday in Texas, they only attack gun-free zones. They only attack gun-free zones. They can't go to a random grocery store in Texas and do that shit. They will get took out. You gotta go to a gun-free zone. The media exaggerates the number of mass events by including robberies, gas station holdups, domestic violence. Yeah, that's right. What up, P-Dog? You know what I mean? And you see that now, the last couple of guys had on armor. They were armored up. So now it tells us they're going to come after body armor now. They're going to come after plate carriers. They're going to come after Kevlar vests. No citizen should have this. You already know what's going to happen. No citizen should have this. Natasha, that's a great idea, Ken. A lot of vets have a hard time finding civilian jobs. Yeah. Yeah. You know? We gotta protect our kids, people. And I know that they like, oh, the optics of of metal detectors in schools, the optics of the police officers, and fuck the optics. Gotta be safe. They ain't, them people up on fucking Capitol Hill don't give a fuck about optics when they got their metal detectors and they got the fucking Capitol Police all over the fucking place, do they? Because they keeping them safe. Now you got Joe Nicholslick wanting to go after the quote-unquote gun lobby. He want to go after the NRA and for what? We law-abiding citizens. The people that belong to the NRA are law-abiding citizens. I have yet to hear an NRA member doing some shit like this. What up, Emmanuel? I've yet to hear an NRA member doing this shit. Hell, I belong to the NRA. I belong to the USCCA as well. Card-carrying member of both of them. Every time some shit like this happen, they want to penalize the fucking law-abiding citizens. Every time some shit like this happen, they want to lump us in with the motherfucker that did what he did. And then start hamstringing us in our rights. I'm happy they turned that kid lights out. We don't need to know what made him tick. Now they going through his face like we're doing an investigation. What the fuck is there to investigate? What are you going to investigate? He did. He did what he did. He did. What the fuck is there to investigate? Somebody let me know. The question is how you move forward. How do you make sure this shit don't happen again? And it ain't gun control. And it's not gun control. That's not how you make sure this shit don't happen again. You gotta make these motherfuckers afraid to even try some shit like this. You gotta make these people afraid to try shit like this. You gotta make them afraid, like, yo, if I walk up in this school, or I walk up in this grocery store, or I walk up in insert place here, it's a good chance I might get put down by somebody in here. The dude in Buffalo, he said it in his manifesto. He said, all I gotta do is take this guard out. Everybody else is easy pickings. He knew that. And like I said yesterday, imagine if, a teacher in there was strapped up and was able to return fire on him. Guess what? Now he in survival mode. He done went from being a predator to the prey. Now he gotta try to defend himself. He gotta fire. He gotta try to defend himself from the threat coming at him. Now imagine if 3 or 4 more teachers, the fucking gym teacher and the fucking principal, they all converge on this one lone shooter, right? And they start firing at him. He has to then he gotta defend himself. He has to defend himself, and that takes the attention off of the children. It gives the other teachers a chance to get the children out of the building. So people want to say, "Oh, no handgun can trump an AR-15." And like I said yesterday, I beg to differ on that. Would I rather have an AR or a rifle? Yeah, of course I would. But if I just got my little Glock 43X, this motherfucker going to work. I'm just have to be strategic with it. I'm just have to be strategic. I'm just have to be real strategic. I'm just have to be real strategic in my shot placement, being concealed, making sure he don't know where it's coming from, and putting him on the defensive. Mark Wilson, 40 billion in Ukraine, could have been hundreds of millions so for school security, but you bought guns for another country. That's true. That's true. Jay Powell says Transformers and glowies aside, these perps are evil. Yes, they are. What up, J.A. Hotep? Cassius Cam says, I think the big cause is there is so many distractions in the U.S. that people fail to focus on what's fulfilling. Yeah. Creating weak, broken people. Yep. What up, Ahmad? Bro, you know they fake guns, bro. Come on, man. Really? It wasn't like a Palmetto or a fucking Ruger or an M&P. You know what I mean? That shit was a Daniel Defense. That's a Gucci-ass AR. That's a Gucci-ass AR. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jay, for supporting me. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here waiting for them to fill up this dumpster. They ain't even started what the deal is. Anyway, I mean, we gotta protect these kids, man. That means getting involved in your schools, getting in your local, legislators' ear. Yo, yeah, oh yeah, that EOTech expensive, bro. That's at least $500-600. Like I said, I'm a hollow sun man. I can afford a $250 optic, but I ain't spending $6. You know what I mean? But getting your local legislators' ears. Let them know you ain't happy. Let them know you want armed guards at your kid's school. You know what I mean? Cam said me too. You know what I mean? You gotta do that. You know? You gotta make your voices heard. You know, the local government is just as important as the federal government. You can get more done on the local level than you can on the federal level. Right, you know? Exactly. Exactly. You know? It's sad, man, that these kids lost their lives. You know, their lives just begun. You know? None of them was like, there was none of them 10 and under, yo. 10 and under. Been on this earth 10 and under years. Gone. You know? And then you know the left, they didn't waste no time politicizing it. You heard Nichols look at 8 o'clock, you heard Kamala Harris, they wasted no time. They try and justify his executive orders, they try and justify trying to kill this Supreme Court case. They try and justify all these measures they want to take. And trust and believe, this shit will affect you. Like I said, you want the Constitution to fall, you want to be able to control the people and the masses, you get rid of the 2A. You get rid of the 2A. That's how you control people. People can't rise up if they can't defend themselves. But we're gonna start throwing rocks at them like we're in fucking Iraq. Jay. Yeah, the grab and race hustle, the symbolism, no solutions offered. Yeah, it's never gonna be any solutions offered. Because the actual solutions that will work, they're gonna be against them because it's against their agenda. Somebody give me a good reason why we shouldn't let teachers carry. Somebody give me a good reason why we shouldn't hire veterans to guard our schools. Somebody give me a good reason. Like I said, to carry my gun, I only needed to do a 16-hour class, and I did a background check with the state police. So why not put teachers through a summer course on active shooters and pistol fighting, rifle, basic rifle and basic pistol stuff? Why? Why not? I'll be up to fucking teaching a course. Maybe my kufi on tight, but this seemed to be a distraction from Biden saying we will go to war with over Taiwan. It could be, bro. It could be a distraction. It could be a distraction from the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab says some fucked up shit. You know? Not to mention, they're trying to give the WHO like total control over 94 nations pandemic response. You know, up to including sanctioning by proxy. 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. A reason not to let teachers carry lives on TikTok. I mean, clearly, you know, it'd be the teachers that was willing to do it, the teachers that passed the background check, shit like that. What's the latest on the New York court case? I haven't heard anything, Jay. I haven't heard anything on the latest on that court case. You know what I mean? Many of these teachers too scared to learn to carry. Yeah, that's true. I'm a teacher, not an officer, but oh, okay. A lot of them do that. You're right, though. I'm a teacher, not an officer, but when, you know, I guarantee, you know, the teachers who've been involved in those things that had active shooters at their schools, I guarantee these teachers, you know, I bet they wish that they had something on them at that point in time. I guarantee it. I don't want to entertain the idea of sending my kids to school with bulletproof bags. I would prefer well-armed and highly trained security instead. I feel you, but you gotta do what you gotta do to protect your children. They're not gonna give you armed guards. Gotta make sure your kids can shield themselves. Yep, the ships are grabbing in the ocean. Yeah, really? Damn. I'm gonna look more into this Taiwan thing. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. You know. But like I was saying with the World Economic Forum, you know, they trying to give the WHO all of this power over, you know, pandemic response, up to and including sanctioning by proxy other nations. You know what I mean? So like, if I don't know, Russia say nah, or Turkey say no, I ain't following y'all rules, then the WHO would have the power to tell the other countries, and the other countries would have to fucking comply, sanction Turkey until they comply with us. You know what I mean? Not to mention they'll have control. They'll have like control over our sovereignty. You know, where the fuck does that fit in with our Constitution? You know what I mean? With their one-size-fits-all solutions, up to mandatory vaccines or whatever vaccines they say you got to take. And old Joe Nichols slipped down with it because he putting in legislation to give the WHO that power, especially here in America. Go figure, right? But you don't hear nobody talking about that. You won't hear that. I mean, Tucker Carlson said something about it. Nobody else gonna say nothing about that because now we're distracted. We just had this happen. I'm sure something else gonna fucking happen soon. Like you said, we about to go to war for Taiwan. If we're going to war over Taiwan, I mean we're going to war with China over Taiwan. Think about that. Shit about to get bad, y'all. I mean, shit is bad, but shit about to get worse. Shit definitely about to get worse. On another note, did y'all see that crazy ass tweet that Michael Knowles put out? He said nobody's a real Prince fan, and that nobody can name one Prince song. I was like, yo, you're embarrassing yourself, sir. You're embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You got Kiss, When Doves Cry, Raspberry Beret, Little Red Corvette, Let's Go Crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, Dusty using those same talking points, yo. Put in the chat, yo, what's your favorite Prince song? That's what I want to know. What's your favorite Prince song? Put that in the chat. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Everybody loved Purple Rain. I didn't. I didn't really like it. I'm like, I could, you know, I was like, nah, I don't see why y'all love it. I think people just love Purple Rain simply because Prince was in it. You know what I mean? Same reason motherfuckers like Baby Boy. I might be in the minority there, but I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Purple Rain, you know, the movie. Diamonds and Pearls. Don't get me. I see you, Ahmad. Diamonds and Pearls is a great song. That might get canceled because what do you say? Whether you're a boy or a girl, You know what I mean? Al Capitan, what's the deal? We got Raspberry Beret. Yeah, that's my shit, right? Little Red Corvette, my favorite, though. Little Red Corvette, my favorite. I never watched Under the Cherry Moon. Oh, shit, really? DMSR? I hear you, P-Dog. Graffiti. Yeah, man. I was a fan of his music. The movies, I could take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Black Sweat, man. We going deep in the catalog, ain't we? Yeah, he one of the only artists, right? He one of the only artists that could sell his concert out in minutes. And I said Kiss, yeah, man, Kiss is a classic. Come on. You put on Kiss anywhere, everybody getting on the floor. Everybody getting on the floor. Yeah, Prince got that work, yo. Prince definitely got that work, bro. Oh yeah, you can't mention Prince without mentioning 1999. I remember, how old was I? 12 or 13? Might have been 13. Remember Y2K was about to happen? It was December 31st, 1999. And that's all everybody played from 11:30 p.m. till about 1 in the morning. They just had that shit on repeat. It was 1999. Waiting for the lights to go out. The motherfuckers was waiting for the lights to go out, yo. You know what I mean? Playing that song like, fuck it. If we going out, if the lights going out, we going out to 1999. That's how everybody was doing it. You know what I mean? That's what happened back when. You know what I mean? Oh man, yo, Prince was the fucking GOAT, yo. You know. Great. I might fuck around, listen to some Prince songs later on today. The Y2K got me looking. What you say? The Y2K got me looking up gematria. Is that right? Don't let the elevator take you down. Oh, let's go crazy. Yeah, man. Let's go crazy is that shit. That beat. Come on. Jeez. Prince was the man. Oh, there we go. Look, Natasha in there. She got hers up there. Yo. I wish I could go home today and then we could do like a favorite Prince fucking song reaction, but YouTube be fucking copyrighting motherfuckers and all that other stuff. Then he died in the elevator, yeah. Prince has a jazz album he plays on bass. I believe it. I don't think I heard that one though. He played all the instruments, didn't he? Saw him in concert 3 times, all were fire. I guarantee it. Everybody say that, yo. Yo, one of my uncles, yo, big Prince fan. He went there every time Prince came to anywhere between Maryland, DC, Virginia, I think even New York, he go see him. He buy him a ticket, he go. Buy him a ticket, he go. You know what I mean? Shoot, rest in peace to Prince. He was the man. He wore his little Ice Capade outfits and shit. Niggas run around looking like a Thundercat. Prince run around looking like a Thundercat with his little Ice Capade outfits on and shit. Shuffling across the floor, fucking rubbing on himself. Shit's fucking funny. But he's a fucking hell of a musician. Oh man, don't get me started on Luther, boy. Luther had that, man. Luther had them girls dropping them drawers. Orlando Brown said the devil came to collect. Yeah, I heard Orlando Brown say that shit. Said that they found Prince pacing back and forth outside of Walmart or some shit. Whether it's the mafia that run Hollywood or it's the devil, the demons. They eventually, if you make a deal with them, they come in to collect. They coming to collect. Patrice O'Neal said that shit. He said the reason why he wasn't as big as he should have been is because he didn't want to owe that much. Patrice O'Neal said, I didn't get as big as I should have been because I did not want to owe that much. I understand what he's saying. He was ahead of his time when he said that shit. J.A. Now I'm thinking about the Dave Chappelle skit when they're playing basketball with Prince. Oh yeah. Game. Blouses. That shit was great. What did he say? He said the one that looked the most like. He said the one that looked the most like a bitch got all the bitches. Oh man, that shit used to have me rolling, yo. The one that looked the most like a bitch got all the bitches. That's kind of true now. These out here now that dress with the skinny jeans and got the fucking purses and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here now, the girls be like this. They flock to the feminine now. It's weird. I think they do it because you guys want pancakes. I think they do it. I think they do it because they can control these niggas. You know what I mean? Fucking Boondocks was ahead of his time too. Remember that shit? Gangstalicious and shit. He was talking about they thugs wearing skirts. That shit was ahead of his time too. You see that shit now. 3J and Family Matters. Oh yeah. But behind the scenes, you don't know what those Disney execs was doing to them kids. Yeah. You know what, yo? Shout out to Jamie Deluxe on YouTube, yo. He had a hell of a channel, and then they got him out the paint. He rebooting his channel. He been redoing his channel. I know he been putting up his videos back up. But he had this really good series that he did on Dan Schneider. He had this really good series that he did on Dan Schneider. It was really interesting. Dan Schneider was fucking them kids. Dan Schneider was fucking them kids, and it was a lot. There was a lot going on. Dudes in DC dressed like Megan Thee Stallion. Homies over hoes. Yeah, that was in the Boondocks. That shit crazy. But yo, if y'all can't go over to Jamie Deluxe's channel, I think he gets one of his playlists where he was talking about Dan Schneider. Yo, he had this shit called Blind Items. And that shit was dope because I guess it was an entertainment lawyer that was like anonymous that was putting out all this shit about people and what the fuck they was doing in Hollywood. The weird shit they was doing in Hollywood. You know what I mean? The fucked up parties, them eyes wide shut, shit like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, and Dan Schneider was like, he created every show for Disney damn near in the 90s and the early 2000s. You know, come to find out, he up there fucking with them kids. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know who Dan Schneider is, if you saw Good Burger, he was the manager in Good Burger, the fat white dude. That's Dan Schneider. Shit crazy, man. Like I said, protect your babies. Yeah, I heard Chris. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard Chris Stokes split one of them boys. Split one of them boys open. Raz B or something. It's true about Owen. Hollywood is a terrible place. I have a very close friends who left acting because they would not do casting couch activities. Trust me, it's real for male and female actors. Boom. Facts. Facts by J.A. You know? Just like Patrice said, I wouldn't want to owe that much, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, right? I think I got some pretty good content. I'm sure that if I change my name from Canon Hotep to whatever, take the Hotep out my name, I guarantee I would probably do a whole lot better on YouTube and all this other stuff. I guarantee it. Because they don't like us Hoteps. We tell too much truth. We wake too many people up. They see the name Hotep, they immediately get scared. They get on the defensive. They're afraid of us. You know? But no, I wouldn't do that. Cause I don't want to owe that much. You know? Look at Brandon Tatum, you know, Candace Owens. You know what I mean? You see how their message drastically changed? When they started fucking with like Turning Point USA and the Daily Wire and shit like that. They went from people that could see at a 30,000 foot view as well. Because I don't know if y'all remember Candace Owens when she first jumped in the scene. She made sense. Now she's just far right. You know, Brandon Tatum used to call it straight down the middle when he first started. Now he stick to his narrative. You know what I mean? They owe somebody. They owe somebody and they gotta stick to that narrative. You know what I mean? Chad Poole would do well on YouTube. The other day I was thinking about certain Jays were despised by their countrymen because they were tax collectors for the Romans and part of their oppression. Reminds me of certain things today. Hey, I acted in theater in college. the gayness was everywhere in theater. In 2000s, I dropped out afterwards. Remember Boondocks? Did the Tyler Perry? Yo, the Tyler Perry episode was fucking hilarious, but it was true. And they blocked it. Yeah, because Tyler Perry got pissed. Tyler Perry got pissed, and I think he fired a bunch of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy. Yo, so you gonna give me some ass or what? Yeah, they conservative ink now, bro. They conservative ink now. You know, dirty deeds done dirt cheap. You know, but shit wild out here, man. I think things gonna get a lot worse. So I hope you guys are taking heed to some of the shit I be saying. I think the food shortages and this inflation can get real. So start stocking up on them canned goods. Start stocking up on them non-perishables. Grab your meats and shit. Put them in the freezer while you can. You know what I mean? Right now you can get like liver and shit like that. I don't know how many of y'all eat liver. I do. You know, organ meats and shit you can get like that for cheap. You know what I mean? Get what you can get right now. You know, get what you can get right now. I think things will get worse. Right now here in Baltimore, for regular gas, it's $4.55 a gallon for just regular gas. For diesel, is about $6, and I think that's the highest I saw was $6.15. The lowest I saw was $5.99. You know, yeah, buy in bulk. Buy in bulk. You know what I mean? My garden is doing great. I bought liver, bacon, and all the stuff people overlook. That's what you should do. Liver's a fucking superfood, people. You get you some good grass-fed liver. I use Wild Fork. That's where I get my liver from. I order from Wild Fork. I think it's like $2 a pound. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I need to do that shit this weekend. Get me some more liver, stuff like that. Turkey nuts, yeah, man. You know, all this stuff still got all the good shit in it. You know, it ain't the fancy muscle meats and shit like that, but you can still get what you need from animal organ meats. You know, and it's cheap right now. You know, just stock up. Yeah, get your kale. You know, like I told some people, I said I know that the preservatives in the canned good vegetables. There we go. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. My phone overheated. I thought y'all was gone. But yeah, so just stock up, man. You can get oodles and noodles. Get your beans. Get your rice, right? Get like I said, the organ meats. Learn how to get your own garden. You know what I mean? Yeah, get a vacuum sealer. That's right. You know what I mean? You can dehydrate eggs. I was watching something where they said if you slathered like the eggs in like olive oil or some shit, or soak them in olive oil or some shit like that, that it preserves them and keeps them. You know, I've been hearing that, a lot. So I'm gonna look into that. You know what I mean? You said keep my mount high. My mount is pretty damn high. I think it was the case. I think the case was what was fucking up my the temperature of the phone. So I took it out the case. What's up, Handy Bob? But yeah, man, just get your stuff up. You want to have at least, the ideal thing is to have at least 6 months of food per person. But shit, start with a month and just keep working your way up. Start with a month of food per person and keep working your way up. I try every time I go to the market to get a few things to put away. Jay Paul said I knew the shooter wasn't white because they did Twitter on this nonsense. Exactly. You already know what they doing. The people don't be understanding they capping for shit like that. Eggs in a container full of water on the fridge or the countertop. Okay. you know, all the shows that are based with kid stars are for sick purposes, period. I've done the research. I hear you. There's no exceptions. Damn. I get it. You know what I mean? So for example, right, one of my homeboys, his cousin's a director. And they were here in Baltimore, and I went on set for this movie called Learning Uncle Vincent. It was it's on Netflix. It was Carmen was in it, Megan Good was in it, Dennis Haysbert was in it, Rock Dutton was in it. It was a star-studded cast. Even the kid that plays in Power, what's the Ghost son? I forgot his name in the show, but he was in that movie, and at the time he was like 10, right? And I was sitting there chopping it up with his father on set. Kid was cool, had hella personality. Damn, yo, your son, he gonna go a long way. At the time, he was telling me that when they was finishing that movie, they was gonna go do a movie for Oprah. Little did I know it was gonna be that movie called The Butler, right? He was in The Butler. So he was like, yeah, yo, shit here wild. He said, yo, there be some weird people in this business, yo. He said, my son don't go nowhere without me or his mother. That's what he told me. He said he quit his job. He quit his job to take his son to these movie sets and auditions and shit. And when he couldn't do it, his mother would do it. He said, my kid, he don't go nowhere without me. He said, there's some wild people in this industry. That's what he told me. And you know, this was back in what? 2008, 2009, something like that. You know, he right. You know what I mean? Hopefully he was able to keep his son out of the craziness. You know, 50 picked him up and put him in the show. That's what's up. But back to what I was saying, guys. You know, just be prepared. Be prepared. Shit about to get worse. I don't know if we're gonna get into conflict with, you know, Russia over Ukraine or China over Taiwan, or it's gonna be a little bit of both. If this is the world war that we about to be into now. That shit coming, man. Just be prepared. And if you ain't got one, get you a gun. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you don't the AR, all right, cool. Get a fucking shotgun, get a handgun. But I'm gonna tell you this. So much easier to shoot a fucking rifle than it is to shoot a handgun. You know how much I gotta practice just to be accurate with my handgun under pressure versus practicing with a rifle under pressure? You know what I mean? Yeah, you need your crossbow. Do I got a crossbow? No, I just got my compound bow. I had to think about it for a second. I might buy me a crossbow. But I like my compound bow. I'm pretty good with it. You know, but get you something to protect you and your family, because you don't want to stock up all this food and shit, and then the marauders come and all you did was go shopping for the fucking criminals, and they come and take your shit. Gotta be able to defend it, whether you like guns or not. My wife, she don't like guns, but guess what? She can shoot. I was like, you ain't gotta like them, but you gonna learn how to use this shit, because we got kids to protect. Period. Just saying. But anyway, like I said, my thoughts and my prayers go out to them children, man, and the families and the victims, and, you know, just Texas as a whole, man. You know, I hope you guys find peace, and I hope you guys find, you know, comfort in knowing that your kids are with the Lord and that this bastard is gone. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'm gonna find out what's taking these dudes so long, because I'm still waiting for them to start loading this shit up. It's getting late. It's 12:30. I'm trying to be back in Baltimore in the next hour. So that's right. I'm a former community militia, straight up. Anyways, Ken and Hotep saying stay safe, stay blessed, stay strapped. Peace and blessings to Texas. I'll holler at you.